Welcome back, everybody. Protecting children's health for years to come. That's the focus for the American Heart Association of Utah. Today we've got Mark Watterson here. He's the Director of Government Relations, and we're talking about some of their goals for the 2020 legislative session. We were just talking about a few minutes ago, and it's a good conversation to have. Mark, let's start off with your efforts about youth tobacco and the e-cigarette epidemic and what you're helping the state of Utah do to really help these kids get a better start.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the most concerning thing that we see is just the increasing rates for the young kids in our state. You know, 8 years ago, it was 1 in every 33 kids that were using these. Right now, from the recent data that we have, it's 1 in every 6 kids in high school who are now addicted to nicotine through these vaping devices.
Because they think it's not as bad as a cigarette.
Yeah, I mean, they've been convinced by all the flashy commercials that, oh, it's just harmless water vapor, and unfortunately it's not. We've seen during this past summer the headlines of all the different things that happened, you know, and the deaths that occurred. So we really want to help rally the community together and really try and find some solutions to try and address this issue. One
of the things you are supporting is a tax on e-cigarettes. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. So research has shown that for every 10% of a tax that there is on tobacco products, that it will reduce use by 3%. So we just want to make sure that e-cigarettes are treated just like every other tobacco product that we have here in the state. And that means taxing it as well as enforcement and everything else that goes on.
Now, one thing that has happened in the state of Utah, the legislation passed in 2019, it'll be enacted this year, of pushing the age to 21. You're hoping to make that even better potentially?
Yeah, and in fact, we had a holiday gift from Congress over the Christmas holiday, in which they actually passed legislation that made it tobacco to 21 nationwide. There are some issues in that, you know, as far as what Utah's law looks like and what the federal statute looks like, we're going to need to make sure that those two are working together. So there is going to be a need to address that during the session as well.
Now let's talk about the sale of all flavored tobacco products. There's been some idea of pulling some of them, leaving some of there. What's kind of your stance as we go forward?
So for the American Heart Association, we look at the flavored vaping products and flavored tobacco, and this is the #1 thing that kids are using. I mean, when you've got flavors like cotton candy or Captain Crunch or unicorn barf, I mean, these aren't geared towards adults. These are geared towards kids. And the research has shown that 97% of all youth that use e-cigarettes are using these flavored products. So for us, we would love to see, and the research shows that if you eliminate their ability to access those flavors, that the usage goes down. And so whether it's eliminating them off the market outright or just restricting them to adult-only stores, anything that we can do to try and reduce the youth usage.
Now finally, let's talk about Safe Routes to Schools funding.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking with that?
So this is one of my favorite things. Safe Routes to School is the idea that if a kid is not going to get bused to school, if they live within 1.5 miles of their school, that they'd have to walk, or as we see most of the time here in Utah, the parents go ahead and join a carpool and they drive them. We would love to help the air congestion. We would love to see the kids get out and be active. And so Safe Routes to School is really meant to help improve the sidewalks, the crosswalks, and any other kind of safety barrier in between a kid's home and their school. So really we see this as a benefit to not just the kids, but also to the whole community, because the kids aren't the only ones who are using those sidewalks.
Most definitely. Most definitely. You've got a very busy couple of weeks ahead of you. Gear up and good luck to you on that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. And if you have more interest in learning about what they've got going on there at the American Heart Association of Utah, you can get to their websites as well as Intermountain Healthcare from ours, abc4.com.